shadow of the oak tree where we carved our name so wild, there's an echo of laughter of a love unreconciled. On that old porch found the scarf you wore, now gray and frayed. It dances with the ghostly wind where our promises once lay. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then earth that turned to Christ. Whispers miss the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dusk bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in a vast unending sky. Gravel roads whisper stories through the dust of my old boots. Every step a memory, each path a root of deeper roots. But time has swept the corners of the cabin where you smile. Rain has washed the trails where once our hearts ran free and wild. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then Doobat turned to Christ. Whispers midst the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dusk bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in the vast unending sky. Now I roam through empty lands where your laughter filled the air. Sunsets paint my solitude, a canvas dark and bare. Yet in the silence neath the stars your face in dreams appears, holding on to a ghost of love drowned within my silent tears. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, farewells under twilight skies. Every memory fades to gray on the trails I walk astray. In the heart of every night I find your eyes, my fading light. Goodbye letter, love untied with every lonesome starlit stride. Under the oak where the old path's been, by the creek where we carved our names in rye, that summer felt like it never end, under a reckless storm-bruised sky. Your laughter tangled in the wild wind's call, scent of the rain on dry sagebrush, every whisper of promise, the future so tall in the hush of the dusk in the twilight's blush. Oh, right car, where did the years retreat? All that remains is the shadow on my heart, echoes of footsteps in dust and defeat. Right car, a memory's ghost in each part, where once stood a dream, now wanders my regret, beneath the same stars that we swore under yet. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings alone, gravel road swallowed by the weeping weeds, where your scarf caught the breeze, now only stones, no more you and I, just the wildflower seeds. Our cabin stands hollow, the hearthstone is cold, faded trails where we once rode through rain, only saddles left speaking of days bold, and the silence that screams over what didn't remain. Oh, right car, where did the years retreat? All that remains is a shadow on my heart, black car, a memory's ghost in each part. Where once stood a dream, now wanders my regret. Beneath the same stars that we swore under yet. Out here where the land knows my sorrow's name, whispering winds through the oak tree side. Each sunset burns with your absent flame, and the night skies hold less light than your goodbye. Oh, right card, I roam through our lost years. Ghost rider under vast unyielding skies. Trails long, faded by old tears, in the heart of the wind, where love never dies. Right card, hold tight what I must release, for in the letting go lies my silent peace.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wildflowers hide, I found an old scarf, blue as a prairie sky. Beneath the whispering leaves of time, there's a ranch house stood by the crumbling line. Each board and nail soaked in sun holds a tale of two hearts that beat as one. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, the embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. Years rolled like dust down an endless track. Love slipped through fingers, ain't coming back. The saddle sits dusty, the bridle hangs loose on a fence post, weathered by use and abuse. Rain falls like tears on the lonely ground in this quiet town where hope's barely found. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. By the light of the fire I see it clear, all that's lost, all I held dear. A whisper in the ashes, a dance in the flame, nothing but silence to carry my name. So let that ranch burn, Lord, under starlit skies. Let it cleanse my soul, let it dry my eyes. As the flames reach high, touching night so deep, in the heart of the fire I'll finally sleep. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you fading from me. donned a scarf she left tattered and pale near an empty cabin with its porch swung low. Sunset caught her smile long, long ago. Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps. Memories like rain through my fingers, perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song. But the echoes are the proof that she's gone. Old gravel roads where we used to ride, now just dust and the secrets they hide. The saddle sits empty, the bridle's gone stiff, lost in a world that shifted adrift. Shattered glass tied down by worn leather straps. Memories like rain through my fingers, perhaps. In the whisper of the wind, she's still my song. But the echoes are the proof she's gone. Under the vast, forgiving sky, I roam alone. Every star whisper of a love I've known. Oak's roots run deep where fond memories lie, in the land that holds the why of her goodbye. Shattered glass tied down, hearts bound in the fray. Each piece a chapter of the dance sweet sway. Still the wind sings low through empty town streets, where my heart lies buried, where old paths meet. In the quiet of the night, under fading trail stars, I understand now, we are always ours. Shattered glass, not lost, just out of view. In the dusk-kicked sunset, I still reach for you.
In the shadow of the valley, where the weeping willows sigh, found an old oak bed where our love used to lie. Underneath that silver moon where we once danced through July, echoes stir the dust as the stars fill up the sky. Empty bed closed her eyes, now I'm talking to the ghosts of scarves left on the post, and the whispers of her voice riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Years have worn the saddle where I once held her so tight. Gravel roads keep leading me back through endless night. The porch lights dimmed as memories start to fade from sight, but her laughter in the rain still cuts like a knife. Empty bed, closed her eyes. Now I'm talking to the ghosts of scarves left on the post, and the whispers of her voice, riding trails gone cold through the towns where silence lies. The wind's a lonely sound, and the bed where love has died. Found a scarf she left behind, it's frayed and worn like me. Every thread a story, every stain a memory. I'm a shadow in this ghost town, just a whisper in the breeze, haunting empty cabins where our hearts used to be. Empty bed, closed her eyes, and I whisper to the sky about the love that's passed me by, and the tears I cannot cry. With every setting sun, as the twilight shadows fly, I'll be riding lonesome trails where old cowboys never die. In the heartbreak of the night, with her memory by my side, empty bed, closed her eyes. Empty bed, closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies lie, I first saw her 'neath that vast frontier sky. Her laughter danced with the breeze so free. In that old ghost town, she left her mark on me. Her eyes, they lingered on a sunset's gold, fleeting as a whisper, but in my soul they hold. A scarf of crimson tangled in the sage bound my heart to hers in an unspoken cage. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weep, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes. Years rode by, the cabins fell to decay, and the gravel roads slowly faded away, but her scarf still hangs on that lonely porch swing, a testament to love and its perennial sting. The rains came down on the plains, so harsh, so wild, each drop a memory of the love we compiled. But the oak tree stands staunch against the wind's howl. Underneath, I'm just a ghost of what once was a lone fowl. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weep, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes. Now I'll roam these lands with her ghost by my side, a love lost to the winds, but in my heart she'll abide. An old saddle, an empty trail, the places we've been, in the silence of the desert, her spirit I glean. Her eyes linger like the last light on the ridge, a remnant of a dream from a long fallen bridge.
And as the stars blanket the night with their glow, I hold on to the past, the only love I'll ever know. Her eyes linger and oh, how they still gleam in the quiet of the night, in the depths of my dream. Her eyes linger in the twilight's weave, echoes of goodbyes too heavy to keep. In every dusty trail and every storm that breaks, her gaze a haunting promise that never forsakes.
Where the oak tree shadow old porch swings, I met you wild under that broad blue sky. Your laughter tangled in the jangle of my spurs, every dust whipped trail seemed to sigh. We carved our names where the creek hugs the bend, our love as deep as roots in the thirsty ground. But even the strongest storm gets tied down. Now the winds whisper through the empty cabin's cracks, calling me to a home that's no longer mine. Rain taps like memories on the low dim roof, underneath the weight of what we left behind. Each sunset burns just to fade into night, lost in the places where your echoes are found. Heartache like the storm is tied down. The porch swing sways a ghost in the silver rain, our laughter's echo a phantom pain. So sweet, gravel roads were the scars of my leaving, every step away are past retreating in defeat. Saddle worn, a scar frayed at the edges, drifting like the clouds that your smile once crowned. Love's old trails grow over nature's rebound. The wind's colder now through the cracks in the dawn, shadows stretch where you once lay beside me. Faint sense of sage and sorrow in the air mingle like the dance we danced so wildly. Each night falls a curtain on an empty stage, fading trails where our dreams were bound to loneliness like the storm tied down. Sometimes I think I hear your call over the ridge, a whisper caught in the clatter of a distant town. But it's just the rustle of the oak leaves or the shiver of the cold coming down. Where are you now in the twilight's gentle sigh? I search for solace where the old oak sprawls, grasping at the storm that's now just a breeze in the silence after the last thunder's call. The prairie vast under stars that watch and frown, love bound by time, a storm forever tied down. Quietly like a scene unset in the fading light, winds carry away what's left, just a whisper of you and I. Heartache like the storm forever tied down. Out where the red oak stands, guarding the dusty plains, there's an old house that lingers beneath the skies of gray. Creaking on its porch, it holds secrets of the breeze, where we once watched the sunset, you, the mountains, and me. Oh, the wind still whispers your name through the door. Old house moans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past this broken trail. Your scarf still hangs on the hook, faded, worn and frail. That old saddle rests untouched where you left it last, by the empty cabin in the shadows that you cast. Oh, the wind still whispered your name through the door. Old house groans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time, aches with the memory of when you were mine. Underneath the starlit cloak I roam these lands alone. Echoes of our laughter in the twilight softly moan. I've wandered far, yet here's where my weary heart stays, in the quiet whispers of those golden bygone days. Yes, the winds still whisper your name, a haunting tender sore. Old house stands neath the sky, bearing the love we bore. Every sunrise and set paints your face in the divine, lost in the forever where you're eternally mine. Oh, this old house lingers like the heart I can't restore. There's an old oak tree that whispers by the porch, where the ghosts of summer scars hang in the air. Footsteps echo neath the boards where we once walked. In that sleepy dust of dusk I see you there. The prairie sky paints shadows in your shape, while the cabins creaking sounds play our old tunes. And each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart, empty bottles laying round this lonesome room. Oh, how the wind recalls your soft, gentle name. Through the willows, it's your laughter sounds the same. Those porch haunts grip me, won't let the past depart, as night drapes its cloak in the corners of my gloom. Years have dried the rivers that once fed these lands. Gravel roads now lead to places time forgot. The chair rocks gently touched by unseen hands. In the stillness I hear what the years have wrought. An empty saddle, worn path grown over. No more rides through the fields of clover, just the dusty. Each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Shadows dance in solitude, my soul's encased. Oh, how the wind whispers your soft, gentle name. In the silence of the night I hide my shame. Those porch haunts hold tight, won't let my sorrows part. Lost in echoes of the love I still can taste. Under starlit skies my regrets lay bare. The sagebrush scents the bitter truth I know. Time hasn't healed, it's just a thin disguise, covering the trails where we used to ride. Every sunset spills like whiskey through my soul. Memories like rain through my fingers uncontrolled. Oh, how the wind murmurs your soft eternal name. With each whisper it's clear I'll never be the same. This porch haunts my dreams where your shadows forever roam. In the quiet of the dawn I face this world alone. Such is the way of a cowboy's heart, bound to the land, to the lost, and the twilight stars. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's bend, I found your scarf, the color of the sun's fiery end. Under that old tree, we carved our names that spring. Now only whispers and wind through the leaves gently sing. Oh, the trail fades in the dusk, love slipping through my grasp. Each sunset steals your laughter, every twilight our past. Lonely boots on gravel roads, where our dreams used to roam. These quiet towns bear witness, now I wander alone. The porch where we dance lies silent, boards bare. Dust covers the saddle we shared, left in despair. Rain echoes on tin roofs like tears falling free. What once was our refuge, now a memory lost at sea. Oh, the trail fades in the dusk, love slipping through my grasp. Each sunset steals your laughter, every twilight our past. Lonely boots on gravel roads, where our dreams used to roam. These quiet towns bear witness, now I wander alone. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars. My heart roams wild lands where memories mar. Yet in every setting sun, your shadow in the glow haunts me like the melody of a forgotten banjo. Yes, the trail fades in the dusk, my love lost in the haze. Each twilight a reminder of those golden days. I carry this ache down the fading paths I tread. Beneath the cowboy's moon lies the heart you once led. Where the trail fades, where the trail fades, forever unsaid. Out by the old Copeland farm, the oak trees still whisper your name. Where we carved our hearts so wild and free, now nothing out there looks the same. Found that old saddle by the creek, rain had washed it halfway away. Like the tears that stole your sweet smile from me on that storm-torn fateful day. And oh, my heart rides Lonesome Valley since you and the sun both set to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadow, with the saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. past the shuttered cabin doors where your laughter filled the golden air. Now only silence greets me there, as if the world knows what I bear. Came upon that scarf you loved, caught on a bramble, frayed and torn, just like the promises we made on the porch where forever was sworn. Yes, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both said to go. This trail's just dust and scattered shadows, with the saddle washed away, like the love I used to know. Here I stand where the creek bends low, toss your scarf to the wind's soft side. Guess it's time to let old memories fly, just like that eagle we watched in July. And oh, my heart rides lonesome valleys since you and the sun both said to go. I'll follow these trails of dust and shadows with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll never outgrow. Forever a wanderer, a shadow in the fray, with my saddle washed away, like the love I'll always know. In the shadow of the great oak's arm, where the sun laid gold in your hair, we carved our names young and unscarred on the bark so wild and bare. That dusty road by the old porch swing still hears the songs we used to sing. Oh, my heart bled in silence as the leaves turned brown underneath that oak where we swore our vows. The wind whispers secrets of you soft and low. My heart bled in silence, can't let go. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads don't know my tread. The scarf you left still holds your scent on the pillow of our abandoned bed. The trails we walked blurred by the rain, echoes of laughter turned to pain. Oh, my heart bled in silence as the skies cried too. Memories fading, but all still true. The wind carries sorrow through the lonesome pines. My heart bled in silence with no signs. By the riverside where the water's deep, I tossed a stone, watched it sink. Every ripple a moment, a day, a year. Your face in the water, crystal clear. Oh, my heart bled in silence where the cold river flows, in the quiet of the woods where nobody knows. The sunset bleeds colors like my dreams used to do. My heart bled in silence quietly for you. So I ride these trails alone with the stars, guided by the moon, healing these scars. My heart bled in silence, now it beats slow and low. In the night, by the fire's gentle glow.
in the shade of an ancient oak by the river band's embrace. I first saw her wildflower eyes at the dawn of our golden days. Her laughter danced with the river's flow under skies so vast and brave. In that old town where the roots dug deep, we swore our hearts to save. But the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My wandering soul wrapped in her scarf, the color of autumn rain. Each sunset spills secrets soul on gravel roads, memories wait. Oh, the river band fades. Oh, the river band fades. The years rolled like storm clouds through, the oaks now stand alone. Our cabin's hearth, once warm with dreams, lies silent, stark and bone. Where once her delicate touch had bloomed, now only shadows cast. And the paths we walked are overgrown as this morning our love's past. Yes, the river band fades like her whispers across the plains. My tired heart clings to a saddle worn in the grip of winter's chains. No more her laughter echoes, just the wind's soft serenade. Oh, the river band fades. Yes, the river band fades. Under the crescent moon's watchful eye, I confess to the stars above, the hardest trails I've come to ride are those away from a lost love. But every nightfall leads me back to where old memories reside, at the river bend where I let her go and where part of me has died. So the river bend fades in the dusk of my heart's deep sighs, carrying dreams on the dust-strewn trails under endless open skies. Let her name be whispered by the creek where the willows weep and swayed. For as long as the river bend fades, my love will never fade. Oh, the river bend fades, forever the river bend fades.
In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old Porch Creek, like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps, you danced and grazed. The wind soft moan through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunset's bled and dry. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. Turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. Each step away from you, time's harsh track leaves me wandering in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust, where the sunset's bled and dry. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay, and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talked. My heart's tied to the dust where our sunsets used to fade, beneath cold morning's echo where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies I find no release, but in every whispered wind there's a piece of your peace.
Out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart didn't dwell, we carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon of the bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace as the wind sings lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rode by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. What once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon on that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weeps, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold, and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky, letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where our love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told in the dust kicked up and the sunset bold.
underneath the oak, where the wild wind sighs. She laughed, weaving green neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch where my heart she gave. The prairie sang songbird its hymns through the rye in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away? In the whispering trees, did you weep just for her? Or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold, gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. Her saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff, every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift where laughter once echoed. Now only time flies in the town where the rain closed her eyes. What do you see in the trails washed away? In whispering trees, did you weep just for her? Or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, ghost in her stead, and in the dust where old dreams lie dead. But the rain speaks in riddles, and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders, yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone for the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain closed her eyes.
Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten road, I found a scarlet scarf you left behind. Under the skies where our wild dreams once flowed, and by a lonesome hill where our hearts were entwined. The old porch creaks, it sings a sad, sad tune of dusty boots and dances in the faint moonlight. Every whispered breeze seems to moan and croon about the day you vanished out of sight. Lonesome hill fell apart just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and date. The trails went cold, the town grew
was stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. Nothing's quite the same in the quiet rooms where laughter died away in the cooling heart. Only shadows dance in the thickening glooms where our love once bloomed with gentle mirth. Gravel roads that led to our secret places now just went through fields of withering wheat. Your empty saddle, those long lost embraces, turn memories bittersweet. Lonesome hill fell apart just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. By the rustling creek I hear your voice call soft and low, a haunting melody across time-worn divide. In every setting sun, your absence is the shadow, but it's in the quiet I find you never truly said goodbye. A lonesome hill fell apart here in my heart. Your memory rides like a ghost through the fog and the dew. As the sun dips down and the night starts, in every starlit silence I'm still loving you. So I saddle up, ride the echoes back to the start, underneath the lonesome hills, endless aching blue, where every whisper of the wind's a part of the love we knew, the life I miss, the you I knew. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, I found an old locket, rusted tight in the throes. It whispered of love under vast starry skies, by the creek where the silver moon used to rise. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the night of a heart that loves more than it should. Once there was laughter in these empty halls, footsteps that echo through autumn's fall. The scarf left on the saddle, faded and worn, like the path from the gate, overgrown and forlorn. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the knife of a heart that loves more than it should. Underneath the willows we promised the skies, but time is a thief in a gentle disguise. As the wind takes the dust down a long gravel road, I've learned that some loves never lighten their load. So listen when the rusty locket cries, each tear a tale of the old wild rides. Holding on to the whisper of the ghost in the breeze, love's lingering shadow never set free. Oh, how under the shade of an old oak tree where the river bends and whispers to me. You and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boots stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Mood stays, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver of the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no to your memory, my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind, every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free, but they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roamed together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free, but they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In this saddle haunt I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. vast prairie sky. I'll let your memory dance. Rain washes over old regrets, gives a man a second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells the story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In this saddle haunt, I reckon some loves are ghosts we can't outrun. Every sunset's a reminder of the love I've never won.